Well, he just did. He just scored 8 points. That's the thing. He had a career. What is going on, our beautiful people? Welcome to the Sportz Nutz. This is episode 35. Hey, it's Friday. We made it, Matt. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain at all, man. How about yourself?
Well, we could complain, but it really wouldn't do us any good, right? Ain't nobody want to hear that stuff. Hey, before we go any further, guys, we do have to share this with you all. We want to give our heartfelt thoughts and prayers out to Appalachia High School community in Winder, Georgia. A tragic event did happen this week. We want to give a special shout out to all those who are affected. We here at the Sportz Nutz, we do not condone violence. We are against it. So we wish everybody nothing but love and speedy recovery. We know that it's a very tragic situation. So please, and accept our heartfelt condolences to all those who've been affected. Violence is never tolerated in any aspect of any level of any sport. Just be said that way. Hey, guys, we're not going to be all sad. Obviously, it's a very sad situation that has happened in Winder, Georgia. Beautiful town, by the way. Check them out. Highly recommend it. Hey, guys, real quick before we do our shout out to our sponsor, Tequila's Grill, Matt and I just happened to get word of the new Columbus, Georgia baseball team name, the AA minor league affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Columbus Clingstones. And if you don't know who they are, they're peaches. Check them out. Hey, we're still going to support them. Actually, I'm real close to getting the GM, Pete, on our show. So please stay tuned for that. Hey, guys, if you are looking for some authentic, delicious, and affordable Mexican cuisine, Tequila's Grill and Easily is where you want to be. From everyone's favorite, the homemade salsa bar, to the weekly happy hour from Monday through Friday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is buy one, get one, 50% off. The chimichangas, the Tequila's has everything you want and everything you need. Hey, do you have an event coming up? Then I would highly recommend giving them a call. Even a birthday celebration, go ahead. Give them a call, 864-307-8028. Or even better, stop on by 5155 Calhoun Memorial Highway, Easley, South Carolina, 29640. Again, that is Tequila's Grill in Easley, South Carolina. Hey, guys, we have a great show lined up. We have a very special guest. He is the OC, if I'm not mistaken, the OC of the Alabama Beavers. They are part of the International Football Alliance. They are a brand new team. We are excited because they are based out of my home state, but they are based in Huntsville, Alabama. So before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our man, Mr. Oh, we just dropped him. Oh, there he is. Mr. Shane Anderson. Shane, can you hear us, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Hey, look, and just want to clarify, I'm not the OC. That's my brother CJ. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm the director of scouting. So, we CJ is the brains.
Hey, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. We're still cheering you guys on. Shane, let me ask you this before we go into the show. How excited are you that you guys are? It's almost here. It is almost time for Beaver football.
It is, man. It is. It's one of those things where it's a lot of work that's gone into getting it where it's at right now. And there's still a ton of work ahead. It's one of those things that the work doesn't stop. It's a 24-hour clock, and we're willing to take every minute of it to make it successful.
Absolutely. I coached. I had the privilege of coaching. I had the privilege of coaching. I had the privilege of playing, and it's a lot of work. People try and think that, oh, you're only there for a few hours. No, you literally start from sun up to sundown, and even then between, you're still going full hard nose on coaching. It's a lot of work, and people don't understand the level of commitment you have to do, because you're being taken away from your family, you're being taken away from your kids, you're having to not only doing games film study, not only are you trying to get the players up to date with everything, you're also creating plays for the week, for the season, defense and offense. So it's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365-day-a-year job.
No, that's exactly it, man. It's one of those things where, and for me, myself, in my department of scouting, I mean, you got guys in Japan, and I.
A little bit.
Oh, there you go.
My bad. Yeah. What I was saying, you got guys in Japan, so I get those calls at 3 a.m. Guys in Europe and all over the world, but it's definitely something. It's very time consuming, and you hit the nail on the head when you said, it takes away time from family and stuff like that. But these are the sacrifices that you make if you want to have a successful program.
Amen to that one. Hey, you do have a special shout out for you, Shane. Our good
that's my brother right there.
Yeah. Hey, Darren's a good guy. I love interacting with him. I love watching his show. He gives me shout outs all the time. Funny thing is, he's a New Orleans Saints guy. Matt and I were Atlanta Falcons fans. We're diehard fans. And he said, but he gives us all the love and all the share. He goes, Brandon is the only reason why I'll give an Atlanta a shout out. I can't stand that town, but I will cheer on my buddy Brandon. So, hey, I appreciate that.
Hey, Darren's a great guy, man. Awesome. We actually coached together. Like I say, he's a brother to me, and somebody I know I can always count on, man. So it's you only get so many of those in your life.
Amen. That is true. This gentleman right here, I've known him for a good 20. Gosh, Matt, I'm sorry I keep 21 years. He has been there with me. He met me ironically through a basketball event, through a mutual friend that we have. His name is actually Brian as well. So it's kind of funny. Hey, Matt has a question he wants to ask you. Matt, go right ahead.
Yeah, Shane, I know you said that you're head of your the scouting department. I want you just to kind of do a quick rundown. Let's just throw something out there. Prospect in Japan, you got. So how does the scouting ritual go for you? Like, what do you do? How do you do your homework, so to speak?
Well, there you go, Matt. That's a long list there, brother. So I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So of course you want to see the film. You want to see how they play. I prefer to watch full game film rather than just highlights. For me, it's one of those things where if I can see any type of character flaws, that's what I'm looking for. How do you play when you're up? How do you play when you're down? Just say like a wide receiver position. When the ball is not going your way, are you still giving your 110% effort in blocking? Those little things like that is what I look for. Then I have to do a deep dive into your social medias because that plays such a huge part in today. And make sure everything is clean and good to go there. End of the day, it protects the team, and in itself, it protects the league. But I mean, overall, that's where it's at. And then if I feel like they're a good enough player, they have the good enough the qualities to be somebody that we would like to take a look at. We'll dig a little deeper and see if we can get them in for a workout. Film is great, but when you see the person one-on-one, and you actually get that workout with them, there's nothing that can compare to that. Okay. You can see it for yourself, see how they actually run the routes. Are the routes crisp? How do they actually go against certain defenses, and certain offenses. So yeah, it's a long process.
Nope. Okay, so you
Okay.
say it is a long process. Yes, I understand. Now let me ask you this, Shane. What is the financial structure like for the IFA? Is it like you get for, say, the UFL or the CFL, or I mean, even the Arena Football League? What is it like?
So the first year, 2025 will be the inaugural season.
Okay.
So each player across the board, it's league mandated to have a $400 a game pay, and then quarterbacks are $1,500 per game. So that's the way it's leveled out. And for the first year, I agree. You know what I'm saying, with it being that way. For the simple fact that there's so many teams and leagues out there that fold because of the financial struggles and stuff like that. You know, if you just keep it that way across the board, then it really it that potential for failure, that percentage number goes way down. So that's where it's at for the first year, and who knows? I know one thing with the Alabama Beavers that we do. We can sit at the tables, try to help guys with some NIL type deals, some endorsements, and things like that. So it's some things you can navigate with it. I know the pay isn't what every single player wants, but it gives them an opportunity to get back outdoors in the U.S.
Absolutely, you got to start somewhere, and people have this level of expectations that they're going to make, oodles upon oodles of dollars right away. And no, you got to start out somewhere. And people don't understand that nowadays, And yes, you hit the nail on the head with one of the topics is NIL, name, image, and likeness is a very huge signature in all of sports nowadays. I don't know if you know, Carson Beck just signed that huge NIL deal with Lamborghini. With Lamborghini, they're making a lot of money. And I mean, DJ Uiagalelei, when he played at Clemson, South Carolina, he signed a big NIL deal with Bojangles and Dr. Pepper. Was doing really good with it, and then obviously, we saw the downfall that happened with DJU. Let me ask you this, Shane. How did the Alabama Beavers come about getting to play at Wicks Family Field? I mean, obviously, Huntsville, and I'm not going to be overly biased. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I love Alabama. I think Alabama is one of the most beautiful states that there is. And how did you guys come out getting to play at that field, or being signed up to play at that field?
Well, yeah, so originally we were going to play in Montgomery. I had to think for a second there. We were going to play in Montgomery. They had a big stadium, and it was just it came out the blue. They had contacted us and said, "Hey, look, we'd like to work with you, and take a look at our stadium and stuff like that." When we pulled up the stadium, it seats 7,200, and it's like I tell anybody, you can have 100,000 seat stadium, but if you only got 5 or 6,000 in there, it looks like you got 20 people in there. It's completely empty. I'd rather play at a stadium that's, for one, the Wicks family stadium, and it's one of the things, man, that really stood out. They did a lot of renovations on it. They built it in 2022, so it's a new stadium. They're very excited to have us there, and it's one of those things where we said, we could sell out every game here, and the atmosphere of that alone is exactly what we want for our players, our fans, everybody. It really played a big role into it, and the city of Huntsville itself. The city of Huntsville has been great, absolutely awesome. They've been so welcoming. Everybody around there. Look, they can't wait for Beaver football. I'll tell you that.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Having an entire town behind your team, that's the first step. Yes, you have the opportunity you could bring, whomever, XYZ Joe come into there, but if you don't have the backing of your town, it's all for naught, you know. And it's sad to see that level of how things have gone. But you know, also let me ask you this with regards to the team. Can you give a little like insight as to the stock? So I'm a run and shoot guy. I coach the run and shoot offense. I live and breathe by the run and shoot offense. What kind of style of offense are you guys going to try and focus around going? You know, are you going to be like power I? You're going to be a spread formation? Are you going to be a wing T, wishbone? What kind of style of offense can we see you guys possibly going into? Now, Darren has already told me the defense that he runs. So I just kind of want to get an idea of what offense you guys are going to run.
Without giving away too much.
You know? Yeah, don't give away too much.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, come on now. You put me on the spot now. But look, no, it's one of the things where I think that it doesn't matter what you know. We got the athletes. We're gonna put the ball in the air. You know, we're gonna throw the ball out. If I can give you any type of anything to go off of, I would go back and look at like 2012 Oregon.
Okay, I know that offense very well.
Yes,
fast pace. You know, fast pace. Keep the ball moving. You know, let the defense give you all the weaknesses and take advantage of them.
Okay, all right. So let's do this. I want you to describe a day of practice. Like, what time do you have the players come to the field for workouts, to practice, and that kind of stuff? How does it, like, what time does it usually start? And then what time do you guys usually finish?
So you're gonna look at like a 5 a.m. wake up, 6 p.m. 5:30 breakfast, 6 p.m. Film study, go over the objectives for the day. 7 o'clock hit the field. From 7 to roughly about 9:30, 10. You know, just running through different drills and going over really what the defense is going to be looking like for the upcoming game that week, different things like that, and then we'll break after that, and then we'll come back at night and hit the weights.
Do y'all do 1 a day or 2 a days?
Starting off in May, we will be doing 2 a days, and then we will tailor it down to 1 a days.
Okay, I like that. Very good. Matt, do you have a
And
question for me?
Okay. Yeah, I do. So tell me, how did you get involved with the Alabama Beavers? Like, kind of give me your origin with the team.
Yeah. So, CJ Drinkard, who is the GM of the Alabama Beavers, great friend of mine. Like I said, he's a brother to me. Somebody I'd do anything for. We had actually played against each other, not as players, but I was a head coach of a team, and he was the quarterback of the opposite team. And you know, we built a bond actually. I mean, right there. So and then you know his brother Javaris Drinkard, he owns and runs Drinkard Sports. So you know he helps athletes get all over the place. You know what I mean? Whether it's overseas or you know arena, whatever it is. So Javaris, you know, and I we built the same type of bond. You know what I mean? And really, when we started talking, you know, everything I learned about scouting and stuff like that, I got from Javaris. So whenever Javaris had came to me, this was late December, early January, and he said, "Hey, look, me and CJ really want to talk to you about something, and you know, it might be potential there." So we all sat down and had a conversation, and everything worked out. I came on board, and man, look, sky's the limit, and this train's been rolling real fast.
Okay.
Absolutely. Hey, you know, I happen to look at the teams. There are 2 locations that I'm very familiar with. Baltimore Lightning. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law and their son live in Baltimore, Maryland. They're huge Baltimore Ravens fans. My sister-in-law currently works actually for one of the Baltimore Ravens players. And then regards to the Tampa Bay Tornadoes, can you give an insight as to like what is it going to be like traveling down to Tampa? First off, do you even know where Tampa is going to be playing? And then also, do you know where Baltimore is going to be playing, like the stadiums?
I don't know where Baltimore's going to be playing. I've seen Tampa's field. If I told you where it is or the name of it, I'd be lying to you because I have no clue. I heard they had a post out front that said, we'll play anybody but the Beavers because we know what they're coming with, and I mean that's all I need to know. So yeah, and I mean that's really the mentality we have going in to play anybody. It doesn't matter where they are. End of the day, when we're going to your house to make it our house.
Absolutely. Do you, now, with regards to the league, I see you guys are playing a team based out of Chihuahua, Mexico, kind of thing. Do you think that in 2026 and beyond that you guys could see more cities latch on to the IFA?
I really do. Jason Adams, the commissioner, Mark Lozano, these guys are doing a ton of work behind the scenes, and they're really they're the ones that are out there vetting these teams to see the sustainability, and make sure this league can grow, but grow in the right way. So definitely, 2026 and on, I can see it growing by multiple teams,
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. I've seen a lot of the other teams, they have released their uniforms, like their colors and stuff. When can we expect to see the Alabama Beaver uniforms get released?
What is it? We're in September now. I would say, give it around November, and we'll just to keep the hype going. And my bad, I know it keeps cutting out. It's every time I get on, man, it does that. But one of the things that we do, and we have to really credit our social media team with, is the daily posts and things like that they make. And we have the October 13th tryout, which is the workout there in Huntsville, and that'll be for the basically the theme for October. And then maybe November we'll do the uniform. December we'll do a helmet. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it on that level of anticipation.
I like it. I definitely like that because Matt has asked me several times, when are we getting one of their merchandise so we can display it in the studio? And I'm like, man, it's coming. We support any and every team. I don't know if you saw recently, Matt and I actually just had a team that is based out of Duluth, Minnesota, the Duluth Harbor Monsters. We rather enjoyed having them on. I've talked to them. I'm kind of being a little pest. Like, let us know when we can get the gear because we want to buy some of the merchandise and display it loud and display it proud. We love supporting all the small entities. Yes, we have Big Brother. You have the NFL. Yes, you have the CFL. Yes, you have the NBA, you have the NHL, all those big bunches. But it's nice to have the smaller leagues there as well and the smaller teams because they deserve recognition just like Big Brother does. No,
I agree. And that's what Coach Tony with the Monstars, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, he's done a phenomenal job, and he's already on the recruiting kick right now, getting ready and prep for next season. So that's an amazing organization to look at. He's a great coach. And one of the things I'll say to the IFA, and that's one of the things that I think is very good is the level of coaches. You know what I mean? I can't give away our coach just yet. We're in contract talks. But actually, with you being up there in South Carolina, he didn't play far from South Carolina, and he turned a lot of Art Browse. You got Art Browse, Hal Mummy. Some known
Hal Mummy
coaches.
is very well.
Yeah. So I mean, it's the names are there. You know what I mean? And it's just a matter of getting out there on the field, man.
Okay. Absolutely, Matt. Do you have what question do you have for him?
Yeah. So pretty much, how do you guys What are you guys gonna do in your community to kind of get the fans involved?
Man, so we talked about this at length. And one of the things that we want to do is, Huntsville, like I said, they're backing us tremendously. And we really want to get their feedback and let them be a part of, what I'm saying, what we do. And, we want the Alabama Beavers to be as much of Huntsville as Huntsville is us. You know what I mean? And it starts with the kids, man. It really does. The kids in the area, the surrounding area, different things that we can do. We can have events at the stadium, different stuff in different venues. We've talked about, even doing things for, the moms and dads out there, have a comedy night type thing, and hosting some big names coming in, some concerts, different things like that. You know what I mean? To get the community involved and in some type of way, shape or form, we'll give, back to the community for sure. Look, if you don't appreciate your fans, you're not going to last very long, and that's for sure. Yeah. So, I know game days, we'll have players from the Beavers. That'll be, sorry, player calling. But I'll have,
No problem.
What must have messed up my
No, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
All right, is that better?
Yeah. Well, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh man, Androids! I got to get me an iPhone, fellas. What's going on, man?
Hey, get the Apple iPhone right here. Come on now.
I'll tell you, man. I got to switch over. Oh, but no, man. What I was talking about, we're gonna have players out there actually doing like face painting with the kids, before games and stuff like that. That's the ones that are good. They're gonna, like I said, the fans are the ones that are gonna make it successful for the Alabama Beavers. We can do whatever we can on the field, but at the end of the day, it's about them.
Yep. And I got to give praise, and Matt's over here joking that it is Alabama and signals, obviously, because you keep going out. That is true, but the signal is it is. No, Alabama is a beautiful place, guys. I want you guys to get a chance to check out. So I don't know if people know this. Huntsville hosts a NCAA basketball like regional tournament. It's a beautiful town, and it's funny you said y'all were originally going to play in Montgomery. And I can remember many times as a kid going to visit my grandpa down in Mobile. We would stop in Montgomery. And do you remember the movie Fried Green Tomatoes?
Yeah.
So that restaurant that they used is an actual restaurant in Montgomery. I don't even know if it's still in existence today. It's been, Pawpaw died in 98. So it's been about 12, 14 years since, maybe even longer than that, since we've been down to Mobile. And, what is one of your favorite restaurant food spots in Huntsville?
Man. Well, I'm a fat guy. And one of the things is, so I'm actually from Picayune, Mississippi, a little bitty town. So, but when I go up there, man, really PF Chang's is there. I always stop there, but they have a little a pizza joint, and they're actually known nationwide for their pizza, and they're ranked like in the top 50 pizzas in America. And that, the grease, the cheese, the pepperoni, and the bread.
Everything
I'm going home to
makes it taste the best, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just taking it home and taking a nap after that.
Amen to that, and ain't nothing wrong with some good food. I unfortunately last July I had a widowmaker heart attack and quadruple bypass, and subsequently I had quadruple bypass surgery, and so my food tastes have changed. I don't like red meat anymore. My wife actually forces me to eat red meat because of the iron that I need to have and everything.
Yeah.
But ain't nothing wrong with having some good old fashioned like mom and pop kind of food, like pizza joints. I mean, gosh, I don't even know. I'm trying to think. There was a mom and pop joint that used to be by my grandpa's house in Mobile. We would, every time we go down there, we would go eat there. Oh my God, it was like the best food you ever had in your life. And you probably can attest to this. Small town food, small town restaurant, small town food. That's the way to go, right?
Man, look, that's the best, man. Like I said, I live in a little bitty town in Mississippi, and one thing I can tell you is, uh, if you come to eat in Picayune, Mississippi, they got a little restaurant called Two Sisters, and it's these two old elderly women, and they will cook you some food that you'll die for. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And I'm gonna tell you, man, the mom and pop places, I love them, and also I love them for the simple fact that that's a lot of
Nope.
they're generationally
Yep.
in families,
Yeah.
and supporting the locals like that. That's what I like about mom and pop places.
Okay.
So give us kind of a little timeline of what we can expect from September until you said you guys start really going in May because your season starts in June. So give us kind of a rundown what we as fans can expect from here until then.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So, like I said, we have October 13th coming up. That's going to be a workout tryout right there in Huntsville. Um, Past that, I'm pretty much hitting the road and going to a lot of these college games. The Jackson State, the Alabama A&M, the uh, um, goodness, Southern Miss, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, all these types of colleges down this way, and really trying to see some of these seniors that may not get that draft invite. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going and scouting those games. After that, so we're looking February 21st through the 23rd. We have a mini camp up there in Huntsville.
Okay.
So we'll be there for those few days. After that, in March, I want to say it's March 22nd and 23rd, is the IFA draft. And that's also going to be in Huntsville.
Okay.
So, yeah, a lot going on in Huntsville, man. And we'll be there. And then, like I said, it's just getting ready for May at that point. May.
Oh, your audio went out. You there?
Say again?
Okay, now I can hear you. Yeah, your audio went out for a second there.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I was saying after March, at the draft, then we're just getting ready for May, and we got a lot of camp invites coming in, and we have to narrow that down to the active roster, which is 53.
Okay.
So it's gonna be tough, um, and it's gonna suck for a lot of people, but it's part of the business, and part of the business is selecting those 53.
How many games do y'all play in a regular season, and then how is the postseason lined up for the IFA?
So it's an 8 game season, and the playoffs is going to be 1 week. It's 4 against 1 and 2 against 3. Um, and then after that, the championship game is August 30th in Guadalajara at the Pan Am America Stadium. So
Okay.
that
Wow.
stadium's actually it's huge, man. That stadium is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's where they do some big soccer games down there.
That's now for people who don't know where that is. Let them know where that's at so they can get ready to get their tickets.
Guadalajara is in Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know where it's at. I
it's a
tell
nice little
Helton. They
travel.
tell me.
Hey, it's a nice
I
little
don't.
travel, to go down there.
I have no idea. I just know it says where you going. I say Guadalajara. So no
Just
clue.
put go, right?
That's it. That's it. How much is my ticket? All right, I'm out of here.
That's right. That's right. That's all you can do. Hey, let me ask you this because Matt and I we're running close on time, but I want to ask you this because we have a guest coming from a Michigan Avengers coming on, but I want to ask you this real quick. If the opportunity allows for you to have opportunities for you personally, say the New Orleans Saints. Shane, this is the New Orleans Saints. Come on, take a look. Are you calling? Are you responding to that call right away, or are you going to say, "Nah, I appreciate it, but I want to stay with my team"?
Well, honestly, man, I think you're crazy if you don't take that call. You're going to at least listen to what they have to say.
Yep.
At the very minimum. Um, I'm honest to God, I'm good where I'm at. But I think that even CJ, my brother, he's mentioned it to me multiple times. It's like, yeah, if that call ever comes, I'm gonna slap you in the back, and you're gonna be on that train. You going? So I mean, it'd be awesome if it did. Um, but hey, that's that's wishful thinking.
It's all
You
a
know,
part of the journey. We all have a journey. We have
God's
stepping
timing, baby.
stones in that journey. And I mean, for instance, I'm a walking miracle. I shouldn't be here, but I am
Yes,
because it's
indeed.
part of the journey. And Matt will tell you, I also, like I told you, I had knee surgery 3 weeks ago. So that's why you see me propped up in my recliner
Yeah.
right now, is because I can't really do much of anything with my knee. It's not fun. But I'm getting better every day. But let me ask you this, Shane, because I'm being serious when I tell you this. When can Matt and I get our tickets to go to the game? Because
Yeah.
we are ready. We have our bags packed. We're ready to go right now and start cheering on the Beavers.
So I'll tell you what, man. Was it January 4th? June 7th is the kickoff for the league. We
Mhm.
accepted a classic, the IFA Classic game against Tampa Bay on May 31st. So no other IFA games to be going on that date, and all eyes will be on us. Uh, I tell you, man, just be ready to go, and I'll have your tickets for you.
Run ahead. We're holding that too, because we are going to probably go into
Yeah,
not one, not two, not three, but maybe all home
yeah.
games too.
Hey, any home game, I got you.
It's not like, Huntsville, Alabama is, 3,000 miles away. I mean, gosh, from here
Right,
to my home in Roswell, Georgia, it's 2 hours flat. To Matt's house, it's an hour and 47 minutes.
Pretty much.
From Huntsville to Roswell, Georgia is an extra hour and 15 minutes.
it's
I'm
out.
jumping on
Yeah, I was
board
about to
with it.
say.
I'm booking it. We're going to be there. We're going to cheer you guys on. We're going to be loud. We're going to be proud. And we cannot wait to see what is going to transpire in Alabama. And I'm telling you now, fans, and there's people watching on the show. I'm telling you guys now, be ready. This is going to be electrifying. It's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be family friendly. It's going to be fun, guys. It's football. Come on now. When was the
Yeah.
last time you could sit there and say, I went to a football game and it was terrible? I hated the whole sport. I can't stand seeing people hit each other. What's the point of going to a game? And my gosh, come on now, guys. It's football. Am I right, Shane? Come on. It's football, brother,
Well,
right?
I don't know, man. The Broncos still got a team. I'm a Raider fan, so yeah.
Oh, well, had
No, man. Look,
you told me that, I would have been like, oh, I'm really sorry because like I said,
we
I'm the
suck.
Dirty Bird. I'm the Dirty Bird, die hard, and I'm nothing against Well, I wish you guys nothing but the best with being in Vegas. I'm glad you're out of Oakland, just because Oakland, they've really gone downhill. That whole city, they've lost everything. And
Well,
there's all this
you know,
reports that they're trying to get another team to come back for the MLB, and I don't think it's going to
yeah.
happen.
No, I don't either, man. I tell you, the best thing about the Raiders going to Vegas is it gives me a reason to go.
There you go.
So I don't have to say, oh, what, babe? He's got a bachelor party, and we're going to Vegas. No, look, we're just going to watch a football game. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Not to mention the fact that you have the soon-to-be Las Vegas A's. You have,
Yep.
you have the Las Vegas Aces that are there.
The Aces.
Asia Wilson.
They're killing it, man.
Yeah, they're phenomenal. And excuse me, we've even said on our show, Asia Wilson, the hell with everybody else says, Asia Wilson's the face of the NBA and the WNBA. She
Man,
is
if she
already
don't get the
first
MVP,
ballot.
yeah, oh yeah, like if she doesn't get the MVP this year, there's something wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's crazy. And then I mean, so you look at what's come through Vegas. The Knights won the NHL Cup.
Yep.
Aces. I mean,
Well,
and I mean, I say on the rise. It's Vegas. It's never come off the rise. But it's one of the things, man. It's a great place, and I'm glad to see sports teams finally go there. to give everybody, a great place to see action. Because I tell you this much, I know they're my team, but I 100% believe that we have the best stadium in the league.
I haven't been to Allegiant Stadium yet. That is on a bucket list. I've had the privilege. I don't know if Matt, have you had the privilege of going to the Benz yet?
Yes.
So we've been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Beautiful. And I mean, absolutely beautiful stadium. And, Darren and I had this conversation actually a couple of days ago about how they said the Superdome was voted as the best stadium to go to. And I said, that's not true, because Mercedes-Benz has been listed as the number one stadium by Forbes countless years now, and also the most affordable best foods with pricing as well. I mean, when was the last time you could go to a football game and spend $15 and you're getting 2 hot dogs, 2 large fries, and you get unlimited drinks, by the way? So when's the last time you could say that?
What?
Yes, nice and cheap. Nice and cheap.
Yeah.
But it's not cheap food, though. And I promise you, Shane, how about this? We're going to lay this in the line now. You, me, and Matt, we're all going to go one day, hopefully this season. We're going to go tackle a Falcons game, and I'm going to introduce you to the land of Arthur Smith's best food, best prices ever.
Hey, I'm with it, man. And actually, I mean, we'll check the schedule, because I know the Raiders play the NFC South this year, because I'll be at the game December 29th against the Saints in New Orleans. We got to see if they come out there to play at Atlanta.
Hey, I'm down, man. We are ready. We are ready. Hey, Shane, I really do appreciate it. Hey, I'm looking forward, and I mean it. You and I are going to talk, because remember, I got to get your shirt to you too. And remember,
I got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, this was our 100th YouTube subscriber right here. So make sure you follow the Alabama Beavers, because, guys, you're going to be in for the absolute best football around. And, guys, again, it's Alabama. Alabama is beautiful. Go check it out, please. Shane, will you please let everybody know how they can find you on social media, sir?
Yeah, definitely, man. So on Facebook, just Shane Anderson. You'll see the 3 and Out with my picture on it, and then Instagram at Shane and 989898. So Shane and 98 3 times, and you can also find me on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Just look up Shane Anderson. You'll see me there.
Right on. Hey, guys, I'm telling you now, they're legit. The Beavers, they're coming. They're here, and they're going to stay for a long time. So be ready to watch some good quality football. Shane, brother, I appreciate you coming on, man. We cannot wait to hear from you again. And like I said, football, it's back. And all 3 of us, we're going to a couple games. We're going to have fun. We're going to get loud, and we're going to be proud of our team. Sound good?
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Hey, special shout out to you guys. I appreciate everything you do, and thank you for having me on.
No problem.
Absolutely. Like I said, you're coming back on again. Don't think this is a one done, because it ain't done. It ain't that way. You'll be coming on more often with us. All right, brother?
Just let me know when, baby. I'm ready.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Shane Anderson of the Alabama Beavers IFA affiliate. How cool is that to know that we're not that far away, man. We're not far away from additional football. I mean, can it not get any better than getting the chance to watch football from January 1st to December 31st of that same? I mean, how cool is that you get to watch football the entire 365 days of the year?
Oh, that's cool, man. What makes it even crazier is I just realized that there's a game on now playing in Brazil. So, I mean, with the
Eagles, that's right, the NFL game. That's right.
So, I mean, hey, man, football's back, man. Football is back.
That's right. Football's back. Football's loud. Football's proud. Hey, guys, Matt's over here. He's sad. If you look, he is very sad. Why is he sad? Because he is already having to concede that Brandon is the champion of the Fantasy Football League. Matt, let's let everybody know why I say that I'm the champion of the league, please.
All right, he thinks he's going to be the champion. God, I gotta listen to this for 12 weeks. This is crazy. He thinks he's going to be the champion of this because he had the first pick in the draft. He thinks. that he's going to be the champion of this. And he did draft a decent team. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. It's a standard 12-team league, ESPN. No PPR, just standard league, standard scoring. And he had a pretty good team, man. He got a pretty good team. Would you like me to read off your team, Brandon?
Go, please let everybody know who has the absolute best team. All signs are pointing right here.
Oh my gosh!
Go ahead.
At quarterback, he has Mahomes. Mahomes at quarterback. His starting running backs are Austin Eckler and B. John Robinson. His receivers are Marvin Harrison Jr., Calvin Ridley, tight end George Kittle. In his flex, he has Zay Flowers, Ravens defense, and Jake Elliott is his kicker. On his bench, he has Benson, a young running back from Arizona. Kirk Cousins is his backup quarterback. Pat Freiermuth, backup tight end. Jerry Jeudy, a backup
Mr.
kicker
Brown
for the Niners, and Robinson, wide receiver for the Rams, and actually an underrated pick that I've been doing a lot of fantasy leagues. An underrated pick is that Falcons defense, man. People like
that's true.
Falcons defense. I think that's going to be a great fantasy football defense this year. So we'll see.
That's right.
Brandon has a solid team. He has a solid team. It is what it is. Solid team, man. I mean, is it the best out there? I don't think so.
Yes, it is.
So. But he has a solid team. But hey, man, how fantasy football is. It's a crapshoot. Injuries, somebody can get high.
Waivers.
Exactly. And then boom, So, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Our good friend Shane Owen actually just messaged me and he said, I'm about to hit the waiver, the injury wire, you name it, I'm hitting it. I'm winning that belt. And guys, Matt he's going to go ahead and he's making the belt and says, discount double check. Brandon's the best.
Like I said, it's going to be an interesting season. It's only week 1. You be able to just make sure you win your matchup this week, buddy.
Hey, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to fantasy football. For the first 7 years that I did fantasy football, I was undefeated. I was dominant. And then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know what the hell happened. I just did terrible and haven't really regained. But you know what, though? It's a new year. I had the number 1 pick, and I had the last pick in the draft, too, by the way. So not only did I start the draft, I finished the draft. So, yeah, I if you want to have championship advice, Jesus Christ, right here. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, guys, we have a lot of good things. Vince just messaged me. He's going to come on next week. I thought he was coming on tonight, but it's okay. So, Matt, we have a good friend with Vince. He is the head coach of the Michigan Avengers. They are the Upper Peninsula Arena football team. They are the champions. They actually just won this year. He's got a lot to live up with them, so we're excited about it.
Okay, Vince.
Let's get it. Yep. Hey, Matt, we have a really good friend coming on next on the 13th. Sorry, you hear Stella playing with her squeaky toy. Is our good friend from 92.9 The Game, Mr. Abe Gordon of the Abe TL Show. He has agreed to come on for his 3rd visit with the Sportz Nutz. I got one for you too, Matt. You ready?
What's that?
I got Nick Shalini. I got Matt Chernoff and Chris Domino. All have agreed to come on.
What?
Hopefully, beginning of October, all 3 are going to come on. And, yep, they said they're coming. I'm excited about it. I can't wait. Darren, my man, just said, good show, fella. Hey, guys, if you want to talk about some really good content, with New Orleans and the Midwest and further west, go check out Down South Sports Fanatics. They are phenomenal. Darren really is. His team is legit. Him, Richie Rich, Poncho, and the voice of reason, Mr. Dave. They are really good. Check them out. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Now, Matt, if you know this one I'm about to tell you too, if you want some diehard ATL talk with the Atlanta Falcons, our good friend, Chase Cravey, his brother Philip, my cousin Cody, they have a new member on their team. They just announced it. Check it out. It is Dirty Fanatics United. You want to hear all about the Falcons? They got it for you. They're ready for you to talk. Check them out. I think they're actually on right now, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, this has been a really fun show. We apologize for the interruptions that kept coming in and out. for saying we have a blast talking with anybody, and we have a lot more lined up. We can't wait for you guys to be a part of it. Matt, would you please tell everybody where they can find you?
Oh, it's quite simple. Yes, you can find me right here. That's on Twitter, our ex at Maddie D Thomas, or if you hop on Instagram, you can find me at Matt Can Fly High.
Amen, Darren. Yes, let's go Beavers. Hey, you guys, you can find me constantly on Facebook at Brandon Keeler. You can find me on the Sportz Nutz Facebook page at the Sportz Nutz. Same with Twitter at the Sportz Nutz. We really want you guys to go on there right now onto our YouTube channel, click subscribe. It is at the Sportz Nutz 176. Hey, our goal by the end of December is 200. We're at 112. We can do it. Let's get it for the show, because the more you guys subscribe, the better content, the bigger guests we get. You name it, we will be rocking it. So, guys, with that being said, we have to get on out of here because of time. Also, because I'm going to show my beautiful wife and my gorgeous. This is my beautiful wife and my gorgeous newborn, Aspen. Say hi, Aspen. Guys, that is the love of. Well, actually, all of my girls are the love of my life, but Aspen's got a little special place in my heart, and we love having her around. It's been a blessing. Can't believe she's almost 2 months old, but hey, it is what it is. Guys, we love you. Matt, tell everybody again what you don't want them to get done.
If you ever get online and you happen to go live, just remember, don't get flagged.
That's right. Don't get flagged. Please don't. We don't need that. We want you guys to be able to interact with your fans. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you, peace up, A-Town down. Why do I say that? Again, I'm an ATLian at heart. I'm from Atlanta, so I'm a dirty bird left and right. Guys, enjoy the weekend. It's supposed to be beautiful. Fall weather is here. There's a chance that we're done with the hot temperatures. I think they said they're done with the 90s. Good. Get out of here. Get on. Get. As people say, summer, it's time to get on out of here. It's the burr months. What does that mean? September, October, November, December. We have the burr months. Yes, Matt, you can make fun of me on that. Cassie just said Facebook post. Yes, I don't really give a hoot. Go ahead. But guys, you ain't got to go home. But you gotta get the heck up out of here. We love you.
Enjoy your weekend, guys.
That's right. Until next week. Remember, there's a lot of football on.
A lot.
Enjoy football. Go enjoy some football. Spend time with the family. Enjoy this beautiful weather. And guys, we'll see you on Tuesday. And
hopefully, hopefully I hit on all my parlays.
As Matt would say, don't get flagged. And remember, Brandon is the champion of every fantasy football league.
All right, that's time to go.
Until then, guys, take care. Bye-bye. Show's over. Night.
Peace.
Well, he just did. He just scored 8 points. That's big. He had a career